Nightly greetings, one and all. William Theo here, homegrown and happy to bring you PTV News Now. Tonight's top story, a link between a former PNP chief and the Guo family and their cronies has come to light in the last Senate hearing on illegal pogos earlier in the day. Photos of ex-PNP Chief Benjamin Acorda Jr. together with Yang Xianjin, also known as Tony Yang, elder brother of Michael Yang, erstwhile special advisor to former President Rodrigo Duterte and a chief suspect in the Pharmaly scandal of overpriced PPEs during the pandemic, surfaced in today's Senate hearing, care of Senator Risa Ontiveros. Yang, a Chinese national who admitted to faking his Filipino citizenship and was recently nabbed at the NAIA over being an undesirable alien, is suspected to be involved in illegal pogo operations and activities. Although the photos amount merely to weak circumstantial evidence, it raises more questions of Tony Yang and Michael Yang's role or involvement with illegal pogos and their links to former Banban Mayor Alice Guo and or her acolytes. This development coming at the same time with former PNP chief and sitting Senator Ronald Bato de la Rosa's call for an apology from PAGCOR official and ex-General Raul Villanueva, who hinted in last week's Senate hearing of a former PNP chief allegedly associated with aiding and abetting Alice Guo and et al. In their exit out of the country in mid-July. The son of renowned freedom fighter, pro-democracy publisher, and Hong Kong-based Jimmy Lai is calling for U.S. Congress intervention to help secure the release of his dad sitting in a Hong Kong jail over contrived and widely condemned subversion charges. Liam Scott reports for VOA in Washington, D.C.
The son of imprisoned Hong Kong publisher Jimmy Lai was in Washington this month. Sebastian Lai made his father's case to U.S. lawmakers.
The first time I realized I was taller than my dad, I was 13. But I always knew that I wasn't stronger than him.
Years of unjust imprisonment have taken their toll on his father, Sebastian Lai says.
Given his age, given the fact that he is in the conditions that he's in, there's a danger to his life. And he could, it breaks my heart to say this, but he could pass away at any moment.
Held in solitary confinement since late 2020, the 76-year-old Lai is on trial under Hong Kong's national security law. The founder of the now shuttered Apple Daily newspaper denies the charges of collusion with foreign forces and sedition. The United States, Britain, and international observers have condemned the trial. Sebastian Lai and his father's international legal team say Washington's words matter.
I think there is a period before the end of his trial where we could put a lot more pressure on the Hong Kong government and eventually see my father released before he passes away in prison.
International pressure is the only way to secure Lai's release, says Keelan Gallagher. The head of Lai's international legal team says there's no more rule of law in Hong Kong.
He's someone who could have left Hong Kong at any time, could be having a lovely life, living in Washington or living in London or living in Paris, and he chose to stay and stand up for what was right in Hong Kong. And now it's time we stand up for him.
Analysts point to Lai's case as emblematic of the rapid decline of media freedoms in Hong Kong since it enacted the national security law in 2020. The country has fallen from 73 to 135 out of 180 countries and territories in the World Press Freedom Index.
It's horrifying to see that happen so quickly. And we've just seen freedoms and liberties which Hong Kongers have taken for granted for a very long time just be decimated.
Despite international criticism, Hong Kong officials say Lai will receive a fair trial. In a statement to VOA, China's Washington embassy claimed the publisher tried to destabilize Hong Kong. Lai's international legal team rejects that claim. Members of Congress, including former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, have joined calls for Lai's release.
Not only do we remember, we exalt, we lift up the sacrifice of Jimmy Lai.
Sebastian says he welcomes the support and tries to stay optimistic.
I'm sure I'll see my father again, and I won't stop until he is free.
Lai's trial is set to resume in November. Liam Scott, VOA News.
Let's now turn to my colleague in Baguio City's PTV studios for what's hot and happening in the Cordilleras. Audrey?
Naimbag Arabi, Pilipinas. Agarop 28 million pesos agatad ti illegal a droga tinakumpiskar kan dinadaal dagiti otoridad iti nagsasarunong nga operasyon iti rehiyon Cordillera. Nakakumpiskar di Police Regional Office Cordillera ti 27.9 million pesos agatad ti illegal a droga, iti makalawas nga anti-illegal drug operation ana ipatungpal. Nakaarestar ti 7 nga individual. Nakumpiskar ti nasurok 107,000 a fully grown marijuana plants, nasurok 6,000 marijuana seedling kan 51,000 grams ti dried marijuana leaves. Nakumpiskar pa iti nasurok sa 12 gramo ti mapapati a shabu, manipod karagiti 30 ket may nga operasyon iti probinsya ti Abra, Apayao, Benguet, Kalinga ken syudad ti Baguio. Iti sabali pa nga operasyon, pinarod dagiti kamang ti Benguet PPO tinasurok sa 1,000 a fully grown marijuana plants, maagatad iti 249,000 pesos ijay sitio Liblibo, Barangay Kayapa. Wanwanawanan ti pulisya dagiti daduma pa e plantasyon, kabayatan ti investigasyon iti pakabigbigan dagiti marijuana cultivator. Iti sabali pa'y adamag, manamnama amarudyan intun Oktubre itaatawen ti online application para iti may kadua a set ti PNP entrance examination ti National Police Commission. Kalpasan ti online, sumaruno nga dagos ti eksaminasyon intun Nobyembre 17. Punteriya ti NAPOLCOM-CAR tinasurok 2,000 applicants para iti entrance exam. Mabaling nga exam manen dagiti san a nakapasa iti naudi a NAPOLCOM exam iti Hunyo. Nasken a graduate iti baccalaureate degree ti aplikante, 21 years old ag pangato agingga iti 30 years old. Saan mat akasapulan ti height waiver iti exam? 1,400 tinag-exam iti Hunyo kon iti nasaw a bilang, napagasatan a nakapasa ti 591 nga aplikante.
For those who would like to enter the Philippine National Police, kailangan po nating mag-exam sa NAPOLCOM. Take the PNP entrance examination by October po, 2nd week or 3rd week, we will open the online application system of the NAPOLCOM para po tayo ay makapag-apply and then ma-process and then we will take the examination para makapasok po tayo sa police.
Dagiti damdamag manipod diti PTV Cordillera, shock ni Audrey Villena na Imbag Arabi.
Thank you, Audrey, and we've come to the end of our program. Join us anew tomorrow evening for the next set of late-night breaking stories, and make it a habit to stay connected by keeping it here for news you can count on. William Theo wishing you all a restful night ahead, and thank you for watching PTV News Now.